Meantime, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer is suing county prosecutors in her state in a bid to protect legal abortion. The Michigan law, which bans abortion at any stage of pregnancy, is not currently in effect, but that could change if the Supreme Court weakens or strikes down Roe v. Wade. The High Court is expected to rule on an abortion case from Mississippi this summer, which could have major impacts on the 1973 ruling. And CBS News reporter Sarah Ewall-Wice joins me now with more on this. Sarah, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Sarah, what can you tell us more about this lawsuit from Governor Whitmer and what it means?
Yes, so the governor is looking at the law in her state, and that law dates back to 1931. There is an abortion ban in Michigan, and she's actually looking at this proactively, and she's suing 13 county prosecutors that have abortion clinics in their jurisdictions. And she's hoping that this will protect women's right to an abortion in Michigan should Roe v. Wade be overturned. And she's not just suing these 13 prosecutors. She's actually using her authority, a special authority she has as governor of Michigan, to ask the Supreme Court in that state to look directly at this case. So she wants the Supreme Court, the highest court in the state of Michigan, to make a ruling to protect women's right to an abortion so that if Roe v. Wade is overturned, it'll still be protected in her state. And this is something that a lot of different lawmakers and governors across the country are looking at in terms of protecting women's right to choose and abortion rights should the Supreme Court come down with their decision to weaken or overturn that ruling in June.
And on that note, I mean, we're seeing this issue come up on the state level in so many places right now. How is Whitmer's move different here from what other Democratic governors are doing to protect abortion access?
Yeah, so this is a bit unique that she's actually suing to protect abortion in Michigan. And the reason she's going directly to the courts is the makeup of the legislature in Michigan is actually controlled by Republicans. So where you see action being taken in other states like Colorado, where the governor there signed a bill protecting the right to an abortion, or in New Jersey, where the legislature passed legislation and it was signed by the governor there, the governor of Michigan is not expecting Republicans in her state to send her a bill overturning that 1931 law and protect the right to an abortion. So she's skipping that and going straight to the courts, asking them to come down with a decision on the case in that state directly. And that is something that we have not seen in other states run by Democrats so far. It's very unique to Michigan, but it is what she can do on her end as the Democratic governor there. But keep in mind, we have some other actions that are being taken in Michigan. There is an effort underway to make abortion rights a ballot measure come November. So they are collecting signatures on that end. Planned Parenthood in Michigan also filed a lawsuit today suing for protecting the right to an abortion as well. So there are a couple different actions being taken, but on the front with the governor there, she's going straight to the court and suing these counties for that protection for her constituents at this time.
And Sarah, speaking of November, of course, Governor Whitmer's up for re-election in November, and it's not just her. How much could this issue resonate with voters, not just in Michigan, but really across the country in the midterm elections later this year?
You know, Roe v. Wade has been on the books for more than 50 years now. There are multiple generations who have not lived without the right to an abortion in most cases or in some cases. And so this is something that Democrats could see as a rallying cry should the Supreme Court make a decision to overturn that decision or to weaken those protections. But I will say it is not just Democrats that are looking at this. We have seen Republicans in Republican-run states who've also taken actions to restrict abortions in just the past couple of months. And most recently in Arizona, for one, we saw the governor there, the Republican governor, sign a 15-week abortion ban. More recently in Oklahoma, the state legislature there that is run by Republicans also passed a near total abortion ban. So while we see Democrats trying to protect the rights to an abortion, we have seen actions, a record number of actions by Republicans to restrict abortion in many cases ahead of the Supreme Court decision come June. But I will say one thing, as we don't know exactly how the court will come down on this. CBS News has done some polling on this topic right before the hearing on the Supreme Court case in December. CBS News found that 62% of Americans do actually support Roe versus Wade and the decision, and they want that to stand. Should it be overturned by the Supreme Court, another about 62% actually want abortion to be protected in their state in all or most cases should that decision be overturned. So there is a majority of Americans who do want Roe versus Wade to stay in place. But of course, we do see a conservative makeup of that court and some signals that they will overturn or weaken it moving forward.
And we'll have to watch what happens this summer. Sarah Ewall-Wice, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.